Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ghifari Arif. I'm from class 5th CI2, and this is my English syntax project presentation. So before we start, I want to explain the background information of this project. So this project is my midterm test, and yeah, we need to uh, make some report and some presentation. So the background information. So syntax is the branch of linguistics that studies the construction of larger units, phrase, clause, and sentence from the word. So syntax derived from Greek, uh, like syn in English is together, and taxis is the meaning of arrangement. So the focus uh, of this project is to investigate the rules, principles governing sentence structure in a language, and the is to allow linguistic to understand how language components relate and convey meaning. So now we move to the four properties of syntax. So the properties are, the first is hierarchy. So the sentence are not flat strings of words but have structure. For example, the cat sleeps has a subject, the cat, and Freddy sleeps. So the second is recursion. So is a farce can contain another phrase of the same type. For example, I know that she said that he is coming. So the third is structure dependence. So is the rule depend on structure, not just word order. For example, to form a question from the boy is sleeping, we move is before the subject, is that boy sleeping. So the third is grammatical and lexical categories. So I just list the 10 authentic English sentence that I collect from the books, newspaper, or online. So the first is the cat is sleeping on the mat. The second is she bought a new laptop yesterday. The third is they are playing football in the park. The fifth, here is an interesting book. And the fifth, we will visit the museum tomorrow. But I take just the third, the best of the best, to analysis and identify the label lexical categories. So the first is the cat is sleeping on the mat. So the is a determined, cat is a noun, is an auxiliary, sleeping is a verb, on is a preposition, the is a determinant, and mat is a noun. So now I will identify and label grammatical category. So the word cat is singular, third person, and its subject nominative case because it is the one doing the action. The second, the word is so the present tense and agrees with the third person singular subject cat. It works together with sleeping to form the present continuous tense. The next is the word sleeping is the main verb in the present participle form. So ending showing an action that is happening now. The word on is a preposition showing location. It links the verb phrase to the phrase mat. The next is the word mat is a singular noun in in the object or objective case because it comes after the preposition on. So the last is the words the before cat and mat are determiners, showing that both nouns are definitive. Okay, so now I will explain the one sentence that I chose. So the sentence is the cat is sleeping on the mat. So the explanation. So in this sentence, each word is grouped based on three things. The first is word form or morphology, position. The second is position in the sentence or syntax, and meaning or semantic. So the morphological parameters looks at how a word is formed. For example, sleeping ends with ing. So it is a verb in the present particle form. So words like cat and mat are nouns because they can take determiners like the and name things. The syntactic parameters look at where the word appears in the sentence and how it functions. So for example, the comma before cat and mat, so it works as a determiner. The word is comes before sleeping and help make the present continuous tense. So is an auxiliary verb. The word connects sleeping and the mat. Sewing is a preposition. The semantic parameters is about the meaning of the word. For example, cat and mat name objects, so they are nouns. Sleeping sound an action, so it's a verb. On shows a relationship of a place, so it's a proposition. So using these three parameters together help us understand its word, form, function, and meaning in the sentence. So the cat is sleeping on the mat. So now I will explain about the three constituency test, that is substitution, movement, and coordination. So want to explain from the three sentence that I take. So the first is substitution test. Or the cat is sleeping on the mat. So the cat can be replaced by it. So it is sleeping on the mat. This how that cat is a constituent or noun phrase. So movement test on the mat can be moved to the front. So on the mat, the cat is sleeping. So the sentence is grammatical, which sound on the mat is the consequence. And coordinate test. So on the mat can be coordinated with another place. So the cat is sleeping on the mat and under the tree. So the sentence two is the little boy kicked the ball. So the little boy can be replaced by he. So he kicked the ball. This shows that the little boy is a constituent. So the movement test, the ball can be moved to the front. So the little boy kicked. So marked by grammatical, this indicates the ball is a constituent also. And coordinate test. So the little boy kicked the ball and threw it. So the second phrase is a coordinate with the first confirming kick. The ball is a constituent. So the substitution and coordination tests work very well for both sentence. Substitution clearly show the noun phrase like the cat or the little boy can be replaced. So the pronouns is which proves the function as single unit. So coordination also work effectively, especially with propositional phrase. And verb phrase. So it's showing that only constituents of the same type can be combined. So the last section is the reflection. So from this project I learned that syntax is about how words are combined to form phrase and sentence. I understand that the sentence have structure and different parts work together to create a meaning. So the most challenging part of the project was analyzing the tree structure. It was sometimes difficult to decide how to group words correctly and make the structure clear. So drawing the trees also required careful attention to detail to avoid mistake. So syntax analysis help us, me and you now, understand language more deeply by showing the structure behind the sentence. So that's all my presentation and my explanation. So thank you for your attention, and I apologize if there are mistakes that I made in this presentation. So wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.